as yet striving over the deficiency of their most established child, Caleb, to the conflict in Afghanistan. The Peterson family, Mr. and Mrs. Peterson, and their kids Luke and Anna are out of the blue visited by David Collins, a previous fighter who professes to have been a companion of Caleb's and is there to satisfy his guarantee to Caleb to assist with dealing with the family. David is respectful, warm and cordial toward the family, and Mrs. Peterson offers to allow him to remain as long as he really wants to. While remaining with the family, David knows about Mr. Peterson's inconveniences working and witnesses Luke get back with a bruised eye. With Luke's assistance, he follows the understudies that went after Luke to a bar, then embarrasses them in a battle, utilizing his insight into the lore to persuade the barkeep not to tell anybody. David then shows up at a party with a hesitant Anna, at which he saves her companion Kristen from her ex and engages in sexual relations with her, likewise inquisitive about where to purchase firearms from Anna's companion Craig. Coming back, Anna offers to make David a blend disc. David shows Luke some self-preservation and gives him his butterfly blade. At the point when he goes to purchase the weapons from Craig and his companion, he kills them both prior to leaving with the firearms, as well as 2 explosives. An undeniably dubious Anna calls the army installation to get some information about David. This cautions a confidential organization headed by significant Carver, who thinks about the issue of extraordinary significance and gathers a group of exceptional powers prior to leaving to track down David. The base lets Anna know that David kicked the bucket 7 days prior in a fire. Anna is troubled after hearing that Craig has been killed and her sweetheart Zek has been faulted for it, and requests that Luke truly do some exploration on the numbers David has approached his burner telephone. It is likewise uncovered that Mr. Peterson's chief and sweetheart are both dead too, making him the new provincial supervisor. At school, one of the understudies who David went after at the bar considers Luke a faggot. Luke assaults him, and both land in the primary's office. David shows up with Mrs. Peterson and persuades the head to let Luke off with a month of after-school detainment getting ready for the homecoming dance. Luke tells David in certainty that Anna is dubious and that he realizes David probably killed every individual who has turned up dead over the most recent couple of days, yet guarantees he doesn't mind because we're companions, and uncovers that Anna may likewise have enlightened Kristen concerning him. While David helps Mrs. Peterson with the clothing, significant Carver's group assault the house and endeavor to kill David, who deftly kills everybody aside from Carver, and kills Mrs. Peterson in the wake of saying sorry to her. While heading out, he collides with Mr. Peterson's vehicle, then, at that point, kills him also in the wake of saying sorry. Once more, significant Carver gets Anna and illuminates her that her folks are dead and that David is actually a previous guinea pig for a tactical well-being program. His state of mind has been modified to, assuming that he accepts his character split the difference, kill every individual who might actually be aware of it. David kills Kristen and explodes the cafe she works at with the explosives, then, at that point, sets out toward the school to deal with Luke. Carver and Anna likewise head for the school, set up as a spooky place for the Halloween dance. At the point when Carver and Anna endeavor to assist Luke with getting away, David declares his presence by playing Anna's blend disc, then, at that point, killing Luke's regulating educator and Carver when the 4 attempt to leave the structure. Anna fires David with Carver's firearm, yet David cuts her in the leg and endeavors to stifle her. Luke safeguards her by cutting David with his own butterfly blade 2 times. As he apparently bites the dust, David lets Luke know that he made the best decision and offers him a go-ahead. While sitting in an emergency vehicle outside the now-consuming school, Anna and Luke hear the discussion between the firemen. They found just 2 cadavers with their teeth pulled off. Anna witnesses a fireman enter the structure and afterward leave. The leaving fireman appears to Anna to be David, who has apparently made due